The meeting to order, because I guess I'm acting right now for Flo.
Okay.
All right, unless somebody else wants to do it, that's fine with me. No? Okay. Mel,
Yes.
can we review and approve the minutes, please?
Yes, we can. Okay, these minutes are from September 28th. We started the meeting at 6:35 PM. Present were Chairperson Flo Purvier, Secretary Mel Shaughnessy, Treasurer Ken Horvath, Board members Nancy Afonso, Pat Lamoureux, and Bonnie Cunningham. Not present were Director Claudia Provenzel and Board member Bill Lipka. Flo opened the meeting with a prayer. Secretary's report was presented by Mel Shaughnessy. Motion to accept Ken, second Pat. Motion passed unanimously. Treasurer's report, Ken Horvath. Supplies account balance, $2,070.02. Service account balance, $215. Gift account balance, $27,515.97. Formula grant balance, negative $260.86. And the GFA grant balance, $439.50. Motion to accept Mel, second Bonnie, and the motion passed unanimously. Business. Outreach efforts regarding fuel assistance are being headed up by Pat. Mock will be handling fuel assistance applications this year. They will not be accepting applications until November 1st. Yard sale. Ken began discussion by requesting the board's recognition and appreciation for our director Claudia for her outstanding efforts in directing and organizing the yard sale. Motion Ken, second Flo, and the motion passed unanimously. So thank you very much, Claudia. Upcoming programs, Fall Risk, 10/5/22, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. VA Breakfast, November 11th, 22, Holiday Fair, December 3rd, 22. The Christmas Carol Day Trip has been sold out. Ideas for future activities included an educational program by Judy O'Donnell and a movie afternoon this winter. Motion to adjourn Pat, second Ken, motion passed unanimously. Meeting was adjourned at 7:15 p.m. Next meeting, 10/19/22 at 6:30 p.m.
What is
Any
Judy
corrections or
O'Donnell?
omissions?
What was the program Judy was going to do? She's a nurse, so
We're gonna
she
discuss that in a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So let's make a motion to accept the minutes. Any corrections or omissions?
I'll second.
Okay, Pat and Bill? Okay. Oh, we didn't do the prayer. Does somebody want to do a prayer?
I prayed before I came.
You prayed
I prayed before I came. All right, well, we can always pray again.
Pray again, Bella, won't hurt you.
Okay.
I don't know.
Want to do it, Bill?
Pat, are you doing
Sure.
Passing it along.
Yes. Thank you, Father God, for tonight and us meeting. Please give us the wisdom and the knowledge to go in your direction, and we thank you, Lord.
Amen. Good. Amen?
Amen.
Good. Treasurer's report, Ken.
Okay. These numbers are all effective as of today. I was in this morning, so these are the up-to-the-minute hot numbers. Supplies account, we have $1,951.38. Services account, we have $95. The gift account, we have $34,545.
Wow.
$545.97.
Nice.
Fantastic. 7,000 for the yard sale. Jeez.
Formula grant, we are short. This is a minus number. $391.04. And the GFA grant, we have $439.50.
Any questions or corrections?
The
on the
formula
treasurer's
grant, because we
report?
haven't received the money yet.
Pardon?
The formula grant, we have not received that
We
money.
usually get that in May or
God bless you.
June.
Bless you.
Right. And
We usually get that probably maybe April, March, April.
well, it's been later.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, the last 2 years were late. I mean, 2 years ago, it was like beginning of June, so we
Yeah.
had like 3 weeks to disperse any excess. So, and then this year it was a little better. But since the state's giving all the money back to all the individuals, maybe they got their act together and we'll be able to get our formula grant money early.
That's the first time I've seen, so we actually made money on the garden party.
Oh, good.
I wasn't aware of that. I didn't.
Oh, nice, yeah.
That was a fun.
Yeah, that was very good. Very not bad.
All right, make a motion that we accept the treasurer's report.
Yes, I second that.
I'll third it,
Right.
even though it's got a Yankee hat.
All in favor?
Tonight,
Aye.
7:37, first pitch in Houston. You got to wear the hat. Got to wear the hat.
Okay, so before we start, let's talk about the great news. I don't think everybody was here to hear the great news we had this morning. We got $50,000 from the ARPA committee. They voted to give us $50,000. The selectmen approved it. So we have $50,000 for the deck. We have $34,000 here. That's 80-something, $85,000 almost.
Goodness.
And then we have $25,000 from Donnie Berthume, who got us some money. So we have $109,000 to put that deck on.
That is
Wow.
wonderful news.
We do have it.
Wonderful.
Now the work begins because we did call. Monty Tech, I don't know if they still can do the deck for us. I don't know if we're too late. I don't know if they can still do it. But I emailed him and told him we secured the money of $109,000. What does he think? Called Donnie Berthume's office. Because now we got to get a materials list. We got to go out for bid. We got to do all this stuff, and I need help with that. So hopefully we got a new town administrator coming,
Who did you talk to at Monty Tech?
Floyd Morrison.
Oh, okay.
Very good guy.
I know him very well.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I know him very
Well,
well.
I emailed him, and if you happen
Okay.
to talk to him,
Well, my stepdaughter was in his class,
oh,
and she's the one that's in Wentworth. And she was asked to be, they have a committee of the teachers and some admin and selected alumni students to advise them on curriculum and what they're doing. She is on that committee. She was just here and had dinner with him last week and the rest of the
Oh,
group. So
great. Well,
I
hopefully-
know Floyd and can contact him if you.
yeah, I
If
mean,
you need-
anything you can say,
Okay.
I mean, if you want to reach out to him,
I can
great.
do that.
I got a thing to him. If he wants to reach out to me, that'll be great, because we can really start buckling down and trying to see what we
You
can
know, he
do.
would have to give the list, the materials.
Him-
list.
Well, I would
Yeah.
just talk to him and just say,
Yeah.
hey, in round numbers, if you could do it in the spring,
Do we have a plan of,
We got a plan. We're starting now. We know what we have to do. We just got to get the people to do
no,
it.
I mean the design of the deck.
We have a design,
Oh, so
but we
that-
got to get a better design. We have a preliminary design, so to speak, of how we want it to go. But now
Good
we've got to
news.
get a better design.
Yes.
And we got to get a guy to do the site work. That's first, the site work. They
Yeah.
got to rip everything down, take all these things out of here. If we put the ramp here next to the building, here,
yeah.
that's all got to be moved. Yeah. And they
Good.
got to get this stuff and rip everything apart out there.
We have to take down the lilac bushes?
Yeah. Those are my mother's lilac bushes. I planted them 14 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
remember.
They
We
were,
were-
and they kept telling me they're not going to grow, but look at them, aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
They're gonna go in a
So
new
if anybody
home.
wants a little piece, it's my
Yes.
mom's.
What
That's
color are
right.
they?
They're purple.
Lilac.
Why do you not?
Yeah, but no, we have some lilacs, but they're white.
I have some
And,
white.
and we planted one from my mother-in-law who passed away from her house, and they're purple, but they're little and they're not. It takes a while for them to
It
get.
does,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a
But
big
we
hunk
my
there.
wife loves purple lilacs. So
Yeah.
okay.
So that's the good news for that right there. So we're excited about that.
Good stuff.
A lot of work. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Makes you feel better when you have something that you
As a
can,
goal, yeah.
that you see that something can be done
Right.
instead of always throwing crap against the fan and you get all that
Exactly.
all the
Yes.
time. That's very discouraging.
It is. It is, hon.
So I'm very happy about that. We should
Nice.
send the select boards a thank you note or something, for for picking us.
Yeah.
We started out with asking them just for, I forgot, what was it, 35?
Yeah, I don't remember the first.
And then they said,
Turn
ask for
around.
65. And then they ended up giving us 50. So
50.
we're
That's
not-
take it.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
we got
kidding?
up over 100 grand to build that, so
That's
it's
amazing.
Beautiful.
What was the
Wonderful.
third source? So 50 from ARPA, 25.
From Donnie Berthium.
Donnie Berthium, and what was the
And
third?
then our tree.
Oh, that's the gift.
R35.
gift tree. We can
R35.
bring that down to $1.
Access it, yeah.
You know, and we earned it, we'll use
That's
it
right.
to get
Absolutely.
something we need to get.
Sure.
But we're not gonna do the yard sale, so we're not gonna ever have that big fund
Right.
raising, and that's a big fundraiser.
That
makes
is, that's
good money.
huge.
But that's not gonna happen again. We'll think of something different, something that's more
I got more
fun.
witnesses now. Every time she says it, I'm like,
That's
I'm
right.
telling
You
you.
got witnesses on the board now.
Well, the question is,
Yeah,
it's such a good moneymaker, what are you gonna do
To
in
replace that.
place, if we
Yeah.
can
oh,
replace
that's all right,
that?
we'll do things.
We'll
We'll
think
think
of
of
something.
something.
Because when you look at, what you made at the tea party and what you made at the garden party, it's minuscule
Yeah, yeah.
To what we make with
to,
that.
to what you made at the, yard sale.
Cornhole tournament. Cornhole tournament, half the money goes here and then half goes to the winner.
Yeah, lottery trees are great money makers.
Yes, yes,
You
that's
could
true.
Put a lottery tree up there and, but
Don't you
anyway,
have to be a 501c3?
yes, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, we can't do that.
yeah. It was just a thought. So,
Friends can do
but we'll think of something,
Right.
we'll do something. Laugh, we gotta laugh.
That's right.
Okay, so that's all I have to say on that. Another thing is, let's talk about this for a second. I don't know if everybody was here. The Friends are doing a Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yes, right.
So it was brought up that, is it for Hubbardston residents, or is it for out-of-towners? Is it for what? So we don't want to pass this around. So I brought it up to the Friends tonight, too. We don't want to pass this around because, yes, we're open to, like, Betty and Shirley, who come here and help all the time.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Bev is out of town, she helps.
Yep.
But, like, say, our cribbage people, we love them, but they don't work hard at the senior center for us. So we're gonna put this away. They've already got like 38 people signed up already,
Oh, good.
and they'll probably make some more phone calls or whatever. So their sign-up sheet, no, we're not in charge of that.
Okay.
We don't wanna do that. They have to sign up through the Friends.
So they're not gonna leave it out anymore.
Do not leave it out, and do not leave flyers out,
Okay.
okay? So these flyers do
I
not.
think Gardner has their own,
Yeah, and you
thing
know,
going
they have a
on.
lot of stuff for their,
They do,
their
yeah.
group and stuff, so we
they've got
just.
something there, so.
Yeah, it's just that everybody loves us, that's all there is to it.
That's right.
Okay, so we need an outreach report. Who's in charge of that?
Well, I've just been doing the
Outreach
fuel
to
assistance, which is going very, very well. I
Yeah.
had a lot of things to learn, so that was really challenging because they all had a transition downtown on Main Street in Fitchburg. You could actually walk in at one point in time. That doesn't happen now. But they have satellite offices set up, like Ginny's Helping Hands. I think Barry Senior
Barry.
Center's got a place.
Oh, really?
So they've got these little places where you make an appointment and you can go on that. So I think we've had about 4 or 5 people here. And I've helped them get their, birth certificates, social security cards, all their information together, making sure they have copies because it is chaotic down there. They've lost a few things I've found out along the way. My daughter had an appointment at the Ginny's Helping Hands, and that was not put in the computer. So when we got there, the little girl had gone. She didn't know. She didn't have the information. So, yeah, it's quite chaotic, because you've got a lot of people that are going to go
Yeah.
for the fuel assistance.
And you gotta make sure you have copies, because Barry's copy machine was broken.
Oh.
So the girl had to come here, get
Oh.
copies made, and then run back to Barry.
Oh, God,
Because they didn't know where to go get copies,
Well, that was really nice that you were here for
Yeah,
her,
yeah. So she's, yeah.
And the bureaucracy is a lot worse this
It's
year.
very
the
bad.
more stuff that they.
A tremendous
I mean,
amount.
they need to know, count the freckles on your nose
Oh.
and put it in this box.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
didn't Barry Senior Center, wouldn't they send them down to the town offices to make copies in Barry?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
true,
So
too.
the lady came here, she said they didn't have a copy machine, and evidently they didn't suggest any place for them to go, or maybe they don't, I don't know how they run their,
Right,
how
right.
they do their
But
thing,
we're moving along.
but
and-
we're here, so
Yep.
we'll help them.
I'll
Yeah.
help them in any way I can, you know, it's good. And we got the file folders out where they put this in there and this one in there, and it makes them feel better because it's more organized.
Yeah.
They have their copies in case they lose them. So it gives them a little bit more of a just, you know, a little push, you know.
So are you only doing that on Tuesdays? So if people call,
Tell them to call me at home too. I don't mind that
You
at
don't
all.
mind them calling you at
No,
home?
because I've been down to one of the ladies' houses and I had another gentleman that came down to our house, so that's okay. It's
But
okay.
Patty, now let's talk about that. I think
Yeah.
it's better if you keep it.
I try to keep here. Yeah.
Only because you know what, that's your private life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, maybe you might have to come in for an hour here or there, maybe on the day that you're not scheduled to come
Right.
in. But if you start opening your home like that,
I know it gets a
you
little sticky.
might run into some issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
I can
gotta try
tell
to
them.
discourage that, I
Yeah.
think.
I'll tell them I can meet them in here.
Yeah,
Is
come
what I'll do,
here and if
I mean, you
can.
give
That
my
way-
number.
phone number.
That way you have the copy machine.
But you know
That's
what?
right.
We could do it like we do for Glenn. He has his paper here, and I take their name and number, call
give it to
you,
Yeah.
and you, at your leisure, at your time, you call. I don't give out your phone number.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's not. I think
Yeah.
it might be better that way.
Okay, good. Oh, I'm on board with
Yeah,
it, yes.
you think that's okay?
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
we all know
Yeah.
that we will take their number, and Patty will give them a call as soon as she's able.
Right, right.
So we can either email you or we can give you a
Yes.
buzz on the phone.
Sounds good. Because this
I
is
just want to protect you, make sure you're going to be okay.
Yes.
You know.
And it's crunch time right now because, of course, November 1st starts the heating season.
Yeah.
Mine
And-
started today.
And then it only goes till April. Mine started today.
Couple weeks.
Oh, you mean the oil
I feel like
tank?
winter.
I know.
No.
Oh, you
I've
mean
gotta-
you turn
we've
on
gotta
the heat?
Till it's still going.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I have my little heater on, my little electric heater. Yeah.
So do you have any questions for Pat? Any other outreach?
Trying to think of anything other outreach programs.
Well, Carol Bove lost both her daughter-in-laws.
Oh,
So we
she
want to make
did.
sure we've gotten, I don't know if a card or anything has been sent out to her yet or not.
Okay.
You should still do cards for
Both
us.
daughter-in-laws?
I
Yeah,
can
within
do
a
those.
month.
I sent my
Oh,
own
wow.
personal ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're neighbors.
No,
but-
Her two
both are-
sons.
For both her sons? are
Both her
living then?
sons. Yeah, her sons are living.
Yeah.
First, Mary Ellen passed away, Danny's wife, and then Terry just passed away last
I
week.
thought they have having a
We're having
celebration
something
of-
at the
Rod
Rod
and
and Gun
Gun.
Club for Terry on
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. I know Flo's planning to go.
Yeah.
Wow. They weren't that old, were they?
They're
So
younger
if
than
you know
No.
of
They're
anybody.
younger than me.
Yeah,
Any kids? They have children? And
grown up.
Grown
yeah.
children.
Grown
Yeah.
children.
Grown children. Still never a good time.
I don't know of anybody else, any shut-ins that we need to reach out to or anything. Does anybody know any? No?
Not
So we're
right
doing
now.
good with that?
Yeah.
All right, can we have a motion to accept the, what are we doing here?
Outreach.
people.
Yeah.
Are you doing that for each
Do
thing?
we have a, well, I don't have to. But I figured since that was a report. I would-
That's part of business.
That's all
That's
business.
part of business.
That's
Yeah.
part of business, so I
Okay.
think we're okay.
All right, so we have the emergency bingo. Nancy, you want to talk about that?
Sure, Judy O'Donnell she's on some group, I can't think of the name, it's a long name, but they do a lot of stuff with emergency procedures and being ready and everything, so, and she also was the one who did our CPR group.
Oh, yeah.
Some of you were in that, and
Yep.
and she organized the other woman to come and helped lead that. Anyway, she said she had a couple of programs that she wanted to get in either before she did her knee surgery, which is happening in November, because she'll be out of commission for a little while, you know. So we decided, she and I decided that this emergency bingo would be the thing that we'd go with now, and then she's going to do the other one like in January or February, the other program she's got. Both programs are like not much more than an hour long. Like this one would be an hour to an hour and a quarter. And it's going to be 11:30 to 1 on the 4th of November, if I remember correctly. We'll have it here. So what she does is, her plan is to, through fun, through a bingo game, you know, help us to learn about what to put together for an emergency kit. So she likes to do it this time of year before the bad weather hits for us. The bad weather is in, you know, the winter, obviously. And she says she's going to do, she'll have prizes for the bingo games. And so it's just to make it fun. But in the end, we'll be all knowledgeable about what we should put in an emergency kit for our homes. That's
For
it.
our homes?
It's a good idea. You
Oh,
could-
I thought it was for here.
No, homes.
We could do we could make up some packages. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Emergency kits.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another thing. We could reach out to Dennis O'Donnell. He one time had all these kits he gave out to us. What were they, Mel?
They were,
I
yeah,
forgot
they
now, but
had, it came in a big bag, and
Yeah.
it had, did it have like a flashlight in there?
They had all kinds of-
Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably the same ones we had at the school.
Probably the
Blue
same
bags.
ones. And
Yeah.
what did-
They were
came,
blue
what else?
bags and-
What to do, what to,
What
you
to
know,
make sure
your
you,
priorities of
Things
what
to
you should
bring.
do.
We had a safety vest in there because, the teacher had to wear it to show. So when the emergency people came, like firefighters, they would know who the teachers were.
Yeah,
Because sometimes you
good idea.
can't tell those sixth graders. And, there were other things in there. There were actually snacks to hand out, especially if you had diabetic kids or something, if you're out of your classroom for a long time. Say we were in the gym for hours, which happened one time. And,
you don't have to
different
have
things.
a kitty litter box or anything.
Yeah.
No.
yeah, I think that'd be in your own personal emergency kit.
Well, when she did our CPR course, we received like a face mask.
We did, and
Yes.
we have a couple extras of those.
And we carry, well, they suggested we carry that in our car.
Yeah, I have it in my car.
I have it in
Yeah.
my car ever
Yes.
since.
Mine's right, the
I have
people
that
get in and they
kit.
say, what's that? I go,
Yeah.
well, that's,
Emergency kit.
Just in case.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it would be fun if we could get something like that to pass out. or
What day of the
send out.
week
Yeah.
is November 4th?
it's a
It's
Friday.
a Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
We're running out of days, so we have to move over to Friday afternoons with a lot of stuff because we don't have enough room. Now, today it was like crazy in here. We had to go in there for a couple of meetings because they were bowling, and then you had people having coffee, and you had the veterans lady who was here, and she was talking, and Ken was trying to do his treasurer's stuff, and, and
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
packed this morning. It
yeah,
was very,
and it
very
gets
full.
very crazy, I was talking personal with the veterans agent, and I said, now see, I mean, this is something personal I'm talking to her about,
Right.
and
Everybody could
I
hear.
wish I had a place to talk to
I
her.
have to go in the bathroom.
I know.
Let's
I
let's step
know.
out into
That's
the
like when we
parking
used to have the
lot.
library, and we had all the books in the bathroom, remember that? Because we never know place to put them, but anyways. Okay, so,
So I
maybe we
don't-
can reach out to Dennis O'Donnell, maybe we can get some of those kids.
Well, when she comes, but my other thing is, I asked her, because I know we advertised it, we didn't put limit or anything, the amount of people, because I said to her, oh, we usually just have between 10 and 12 people show up to, to things like this.
Yeah.
We're not pushing it a ton or whatever, and she said, oh, that would be fine, and we can always make more bingo things if we need
But
them.
you said the bingo, bingo is a
Bingo.
big thing with some people.
Mm, it is.
Oh, yeah, we could get all the
Bingo.
bingo people coming.
Well, you could get bingo. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe we'll have to wait and
talked
see.
I mentioned it. Did I mention it this week to the bingo people? I must have. Or
I
you
don't
guys weren't
remember.
there.
Yeah.
I was there. I don't remember hearing you say anything about it. Did you?
I don't know. Thought I did.
It's in the newsletter.
Yeah, I think we just let it be. I
Okay.
mean, as long as we know we have some people showing up. I mean, I put it on my calendar, as long as a few of us show up.
Good.
It was
Okay.
fun when we did the CPR class.
It was good. Yes,
We
it
learned a
was.
lot,
Yeah.
but it was actually
Yeah,
fun,
it was
too.
good.
Now, the Shine, we know that Glenn has his book over there, and we sign people up. We don't have to email him and tell him they're there. He said, Claude, you don't have to email me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
write the name down and the telephone number.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh,
was
I
the
didn't
book.
know that, yeah.
When did that
He
change?
has his
I used to
book.
call
Let
him
me just
myself
show you.
and then tell him
Yeah.
the person's
Yeah.
name.
I used to
How do you do
email.
that?
Oh, okay. Something new then?
Yep.
So there's a book, okay.
So he wants us to email him?
No.
No,
No.
no
He
email.
did in the past. Now he wants us
I
to
just
sign
used
his
to
book.
call.
Every year,
I think it's a good idea to
During
have a
opening
lot.
Oh, it's because open them.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
what is it, from November to from
October
to
15th to,
December,
yeah.
Right, every year he always does this. He wrote the book up, and here we are. Now look at, he's pretty well booked for next Friday,
Okay.
because he's going to attend the Medicare Blue Cross Blue Shield, because everybody should review their insurances anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Just take a look and take a listen. It doesn't cost you any money.
No.
He doesn't charge anything. He takes classes all year.
Yes.
He's very well educated. So, and he's really very good to talk to, very easy. So, he's all scheduled. People are booking up. Bonnie, oh yeah, Bonnie's gone.
Yeah,
When are you coming in, Bob?
3 o'clock on the phone in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, here's the thing. It's right on my desk.
Okay.
All you gotta do is open it and see what he has available and sign the person's name and phone number
Okay.
on the time. You don't have to email him.
Oh, good.
Okay? So that, that's that. And I told you about the Medicare is that this Friday coming
Yeah.
up, and a lot of people are coming.
Coming
Well, he's
Friday.
coming to that too, so he
Okay.
wanted to stay. He
What
didn't
time
want-
is it this Friday?
It's 11:30.
11:30.
That's
really-
the 21st?
Yeah, it's Blue
That's for
Cross.
Blue Cross
Okay,
Blue
yeah.
That's the
Shield?
Blue Cross Blue Shield, so
You know, I wish I could.
it's a good,
Yeah, that would be very informative.
I think so,
Yeah.
if anybody can come.
I agree.
I like to go.
Do you want more people to sign up? I might come.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure yet.
Yeah, we should sign up.
Okay.
You should
Yeah,
sign up.
sign up.
You should go. It's not gonna,
Yeah, it's not gonna cost you anything.
no, it's just a couple hours, an hour, actually, 11:30 to 12:30.
12:30, okay.
And we'll have some snacks.
Yeah.
Of course, we can have
Of course,
snacks.
good snacks. I just bought a chocolate bar tonight. I need that like, oh my.
Occasionally.
Rice cakes and water.
Yeah, right,
Nancy
exactly.
bought it earlier.
That's,
I really loved that when you said that.
The Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Teenagers.
that's
That's the one that's 11.
Rice cakes and
We have
the
the
Blue Cross Blue Shield,
next
yeah.
time.
health
Okay,
class.
we're the people.
yeah, we
bringing
had the health class
refreshments.
with Claudia.
And,
So you know,
says that,
all of
my
us,
sister goes,
and the next thing I wanted to tell you about was,
Cheetos.
Sorry.
what? Was, we have James Amarillo coming tomorrow morning from 8:30 to, I don't know, however long he wants to stay. Because I told him I didn't know who he was. And we're voting November 8th. He's running against Ian Goby.
Okay.
We should know who we're voting for.
Yeah.
The Republican committee has done a great job with that. Yes. So they're going to be there, and we should have some snacks. So John's going to pick up some goodies, and I'll see what I can find to pick up. So if anybody wants to.
So did you put, I'm just playing the devil's advocate,
Yeah, go ahead.
did you put an invitation out there, and I can do this because I'm an independent. Did you put an invitation out there to Ann Goby to come in? Because I'm not I know a lot of people know her. I know.
I know
Who
Ann,
don't.
and I like Ann.
But there's people who don't know her. I'm just saying, if you're bringing one, whereas, well, we are, we're not a,
Well, I think it's not fair to say if Claudia, it's the Republican committee that has done this, not Claudia.
I
per se.
understand.
I mentioned that I don't know him.
I understand.
I don't know him, and because I can't really enforce any Republican or Democrat. I can't.
Right.
make
But
this a
they're coming to
but
the
they're coming-
senior center.
And they do a lot. Ann has come in here by herself just to chat and
Yes.
see us. Donnie Berthium's in and out of here like nothing all the
Yeah.
time. So they come in to promote their, because
As
it's
long as we're
election
not
time.
sponsoring it.
We're not sponsoring it, but we're having coffee hour, it's egg day. We have goodies for everybody, yeah. And, we always do that.
My
with
thought
anybody.
is just, maybe next time to throw out an invitation there to Ann to show up.
We usually have a candidates night, which
Is
is
there a
I know,
wonderful.
Democratic-
I know. we
And if
didn't.
I had
This
thought
is
of
the
it.
first year that we haven't had one.
Right, if I had thought, because we never had a thing in the fall.
well,
So that's been right over my head.
That's true, too.
I was with the yard sale, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I wasn't feeling
Yeah.
well, and then I got this. I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah.
So then
Just
when I
occurred
looked
to
at
me.
it, and then I pulled out my candidates night folder, and I said, they're always in June. We're always having the
Right,
candidates
yeah.
nights in June. So that's why, otherwise, this would have been a good time to have a candidates night. I would have loved to do that, because you would have had both parties there.
Yeah.
We could have heard them both. I would love to see them debate a little bit.
Yeah,
you
me
know.
too.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But and then I said to whoever was over there, it was too late. I couldn't get the letters out in time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Would have been too rushed.
yeah, I'm looking
And we
at
had
the
all
date.
that going on in the town with Lori leaving and,
Yeah, I mean, there was just too much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, they got the early voting thing, that's the
Yeah.
26th.
And then we got
would
the
have had to
town
do it.
meeting.
Right, you got the town meeting, that's the 26th.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
the
They
town
want us
meeting's
all
the
to go, by
26th.
the way. The selectmen came in here, they
Yeah.
want us to go.
Special town meeting?
Special town meeting, the 26th, at 7
What day of the
PM.
week is that?
It's Wednesday. It's a week from
Wednesday.
today.
Wednesday, isn't that funny? I thought they always had them on a Tuesday.
Yeah, because
But-
I usually couldn't
At what
go.
time, 6?
Because I got a little bit scolded
7, I
because
think.
they were looking for the seniors to be at the last town meeting and we weren't there.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah, but that was on a Monday.
That was a little bit of scolding, so he brought in this.
no, that was absolutely
into this.
crazy.
Who brought that in?
the
Whoever
selectmen.
said that to you, there were a bunch of us there. And they just, whatever, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of us seniors are retired teachers. Why wouldn't we vote for the school to get funded? They, they act like all the seniors are gonna vote for the school not to be funded.
It's the
Because they don't
children
want
of
the
the
taxes
future.
to go up.
Children are our
I'm
future.
thinking going, really?
Yeah.
There's a bunch
Wow.
of us seniors who,
This time we got this, just saying,
yeah,
they thought we should be there.
yeah.
So what is that
But
called?
I said, you know what? Why didn't you
Special
come
town meeting.
over and tell me? I didn't think about it. I'm busy over here. I don't know what you're doing over there.
Right,
And I
They
kind of
don't
put the
let their
town
right
meetings.
hand know what their left hand's doing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're being recorded.
I was just gonna say, please remember, we are being recorded.
Yeah.
So,
We have to-
anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up so we
Signal
knew.
or something.
What?
Okay.
We need the three cough signal.
Really?
Okay, now where am I going now? I forgot.
Christmas
Christmas trip.
Christmas trip is full, and I'm
Really?
excited
Good.
about that.
Me
It's going to
too.
be awesome.
Yep.
This is the play down there in
Yeah.
Rhode Island?
Yes, it's
Sure,
awful.
we're going.
Donna's
Sure,
coming
we're
with her
going.
mother, Donna Farmer.
Concert?
Works for Johnny Bridge. He's coming.
Really? Oh,
We've got the,
nice.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't
most
be
all of us
everywhere.
are going. We're going to have a great
Can't
time.
spread
Mhm.
great.
Great time.
You can't have Bonnie, she's
We're
an
going to try.
actor.
Bonnie's not
You
going.
already took Shirley.
I didn't take. I'm sorry,
Just
Nancy.
saying.
I didn't realize.
Are you
But you
going,
know what? I'm going to tell
No,
you.
at the concert.
Nancy, I didn't have that date picked, but the bus company called me back and said that's the only date that was open. Everything was sold out already at that place.
That's the way it goes.
Isn't that
So
something? That's
it must be a pretty good show
Pretty
if it was
good.
all sold out.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds good. You
I
going,
don't know.
Bonnie?
We'll see.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bonnie's in the closet too. So
Too many
okay.
things going.
Now the holiday fair is coming along. I've got
Yeah.
about 14. What do I want to say was
Vendors?
14 vendors
Beautiful.
already coming in. I got to be able to set this up. How many more can I take? You know,
Wow.
so we got the 14 vendors. I've got a lot of great stuff that I can start making my baskets with. If you have anything that you want to
It's like
donate to
new,
make
yeah.
baskets, please get them to me early because I want to have these done before Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
want all those baskets made. I don't want to be running around crazy.
Put them
So,
together.
6
the
foot,
date?
it's these 2 tables?
This is these 2 tables.
That's a 6 foot.
December what?
Yes.
And you
this-
plan to put 14 of them in this room?
Yes.
Not that?
Not that, no, that's not, no. That
that's
room,
the
they have the
baskets.
soup and they have the baskets.
Baskets,
Now,
yeah.
Patty, you gonna do baskets?
I'm
'Cause
doing
you know how to do
baskets.
those,
Yep,
right?
I'll do the
Not
raffle.
you-
Are you
Yep.
doing the
sure
whole
that was
day?
in the bathroom?
Yes, I'm doing the whole day. Yep.
Whole day,
The
good.
whole day for you, December 3rd.
Okay, Pat.
14 of 2 of these.
Why, do you think that's bad?
I don't think
Nancy,
you
I
ought to
used to
take
have
anybody
8-foot
else yet.
tables. I used to have
But how
8-foot
many?
tables. 8. So I would do 1,
Foot.
2,
Now you
3,
got
4,
14, 6.
and that'd be 8, and then I'd put 10, and then I did the middle. So there was probably around 14 I would put in here. Yeah, I don't think I can do much more.
No, I know.
I don't think I knew much
And we
more than that.
had, I just talked with Joni Polnick.
Yeah.
She used to have her, is she in it?
Yes, no, she's not in it now,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
she hasn't come, no, not for a long time, but, yeah. So,
She asked if we were happy with the tree, and I said very much so.
where did you see Joni?
She came to my house because I had some stuff that I thought she might be interested in.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
she's such a sweet lady.
Yeah, so
She
she and
is
Vic
so
came, and
nice.
we visited for about an hour. Nice to
Nice,
see her.
yep, nice, yep. So that's coming along pretty good. I got my contracts are made up, we just gotta get a flyer to pass out, and, good to go.
That's right.
Good to go.
Be a
So I'm
good day.
taking by the way, I'm taking a list for people who might want to go on the trip if somebody cancels.
Right,
So I'm taking names down
Okay.
if there's a cancellation.
if this cancels. Okay,
A
good.
couple of people that haven't paid, most everybody's all paid, but there's a
yeah.
couple that haven't that I'm not sure.
Don't be taking any singers.
I know, naughty.
What do we
If they
call
say-
that
They forget.
backup
They tend to
list? No.
forget.
I did, I forgot. I
There was a
forget
concert
everything.
that day, Bonnie.
What? What did I do?
It's a concert that day. Don't be signing up for a thing.
You can't go on the trip, Bonnie.
Bonnie,
You're singing.
I'm si-
okay, so programs, I think we went over most of them. We're having a pumpkin decorating Oh, Bill. Decorating. Some of them are rotten, but that's okay. You can carve around it, you know.
Are they gonna be
Okay?
carved or
You
painted?
can carve them or paint them.
Yeah.
You can
Or
do
paint
whatever
them,
you
yeah.
want. Use your imagination. And then we got prizes. So
When
we'll have
is that?
First, second, and third. Do it anytime you want. Come grab your pumpkin and
Oh, you
carve
do it and bring it in and
No,
then.
you can do it here. You can do it
Yeah.
right here.
Yes.
And it would be fun if you did, because people would see you doing it, then somebody else would pick up one, and then somebody else would pick up one. So if
Yes.
somebody starts it,
I
but
can't carve.
but you could maybe paint.
That's right.
Bring it. You can
You
bring
and
your
Mark,
husband.
get you and Mark in here.
Actually,
and
he
do
was
one.
always the better
And he
pumpkin
would-
carving
They would love
member
to.
of the family.
They would
He
love
and
to see
Colin.
you, Mel. People love to see you.
And we
so
can
come
put it in the paper,
I know.
school committee,
And we'll take some pictures.
and, you know, doing the,
Yeah, we'll take pictures and put it in the newsletter.
we
or
should get the
something.
when's the new town administrator? Do we have a new one?
We have a new town administrator. I have not met him. I forgot what his name was already.
Oh, did I?
What,
Okay.
what was his name? They told me and I forgot
Oh,
it.
you should
I could go look at it, but you know, so can you tell us?
Nathan Boudreau.
Nathan Boudreau.
When does he start?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could
We
get
did
him
our
in here,
part
Pump.
and then
Where's he from?
Gardner.
Oh, good. He's right up the
I think
street.
I knew his parents.
Yeah, he's a young man, very
Yeah.
young. I heard very
Very
young.
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good.
And
Nice.
hopefully we'll have him for a while.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
so. We could
We'll give him 5
get
years.
him in here doing pumpkin.
Well, the average TA
Well, so
turnover
did-
is
so
3
did-
years.
Right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It, like this, yeah, in the state.
Wow.
3 years.
Yeah.
They get
I've heard
reappointed
that.
every 3 years.
They move on and
Yeah.
to a bigger place or
Bigger
whatever.
town and a bigger town or.
Bigger town.
Sue's dad was a town administrator, right?
Town manager, which is
Manager.
the same thing,
And for how many years?
40,
Wow.
Nice.
but in Shrewsbury.
Nice.
I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some time in.
So, small towns are hard, they can't pay.
What about town, we have a town clerk yet?
Yes.
She's very cute. She's very cute.
Very
I
nice.
hope she does well.
Very
She's
nice.
Very,
Sure.
very
What is her name?
Christiana, is it?
Who is it?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Christiana, is it?
Yeah, I
Christiana
have
or
no
Chris?
idea.
Yeah, Christiana, I think. I met her.
Yeah.
Very, very lovely.
Is she from
Very.
town or?
She lives in Rutland. Yep. And Joyce was training her, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's very
It's good.
nice.
Very nice lady.
So maybe we're going to be back in the
Hey,
running
well,
with some good stuff.
I'll meet her when I
Let's
go get the dog license.
Yeah.
see. Yeah,
in
so you get your
January.
dog, yeah.
When I get my dog license, I'll
So you
meet her.
can meet her. Was there any other programs we needed? Does
The
anybody?
breakfast, which is fairly new on
Oh,
there.
yeah, the VA breakfast. We were thinking we weren't going to do that, but then we were going to do a luncheon, but that's too much. Breakfast is simpler.
simpler.
It's easier.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll be asking for help then. We haven't really got the menu put together. Lorraine is making favors.
Well, it looks like,
Yeah, oh, she put it in there. Well, I guess we do have it.
Yeah.
We got blueberry French toast, we got quiche, we got coffee, we got, and much more. And much more.
what have we come up with?
I think we should have some sausages. Should have some juice, you know, whatever juices and coffee and tea and that kind of stuff. Maybe
what's
some
the date?
muffins and stuff.
Friday,
November 11th.
Oh, right on Veterans Day.
Yeah, yeah. And the painters will be here, but we'll put them in that room, so we can do our little breakfast, which will be
That's
nice.
right.
Yes.
Really? You think it's
That was
So,
all.
a comma?
Couple of comments.
so is there any
Only a
other
couple notes.
Well,
Thank
Well,
you, Bonnie.
I suggested, I don't know if you want to do that now or not, but suggested that we should, I don't know how you do it, but vote Flo in as the chairwoman.
yes.
Because she's not here, but I asked her if that was okay with her, and she said yes.
Yeah, and we got someone who would be the vice chair, who would like to be the Ken's treasurer, Mel's secretary. We need a vice chair. We have 3 people here. Vice chair doesn't usually do anything unless she can't make it.
I nominate Nancy.
You nominate Nancy?
We're nominating people? We haven't taken care of Flo yet.
Well, let's,
Don't we have to do Flo first?
okay.
I nominate Flo for chairwoman.
Yes, I second that.
Chairman, whatever you call her.
Okay, all in favor?
Oh, maybe, there we go, she's not declared.
Okay.
Because she kept calling herself a vice chair, and I said, no, I don't think so. I think you're it.
It's good.
Okay, and the vice chair?
I nominate Nancy.
Well, we nominate Nancy.
I'll do it as long as Mel's always here.
Oh, so Mel.
Always,
What are we, chopped liver?
because I'm always the secretary when she's not here.
So she'll have to be the vice chair if you're not here?
Yes.
Is that it?
We'll be co-vice chairs and co-secretaries. How's that?
Reciprocal.
We'll keep our own, but we'll cover for each other.
Oh, that's nice. See, that is
Both can't
good.
be out at the same time.
Vice
Does
chair,
that work?
all right. All in favor for, oh, we gotta make a motion,
Aye.
right?
Motion?
Or something?
I made the
He
motion.
made the motion.
Yeah,
I
he
Oh,
made
he
a
did,
motion.
okay.
I'll second the motion.
And you
All
seconded
right.
it, and all in favor, okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Good stuff.
Congratulations, Nancy. When's the party?
Okay. Oh, good. So see,
We'll have to get you a badge, vice chair.
is there any other news you want to talk about? Anything we want to bring up? Anything we want to clear the air? Is there anything anybody wants to?
I have a question. The budget? Is there
Oh.
appropriate time to talk about that, or?
Okay, so the budget. I forgot about that. I wanted to forget about that. So I just found out, well, I just found out a little bit ago that Sandy had told me that we're not allowed to, just hold on a second, it might be something important. Just hold on one second.
Not allowed to buy any supplies.
Right.
Damn it, don't buy that toilet paper.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, do we have a good supply? We had at one point a lot.
I took one out of here, so our new custodian for the town came in Monday. I happened to be here, so I met him, and then I called Claudia and said, okay, so Bobby says we have to tell him what we expect him to do. So Claudia told me on the phone what I should tell him, and so, because we're still, unless you talked to Ted.
I talked to Ted and he's still coming in to do the floor.
Okay.
And that works out great because nobody's here and the floor gets done right.
He just didn't come
He
in last
lifts all the
week.
chairs up, he
Who's our
he
new
really does a
person?
nice job.
He does do a good job.
Yeah, and he
His
empties all the
name
on
Baskets,
Thursday night,
he
all
brings
the,
them out.
yes.
I think we should have a sign printed
Young
to the
guy?
bathroom.
Older guy?
No, he's
And
he's
it's put on the
retired.
door and it says
Good.
BYL
Yeah,
bathroom.
retired.
Bring your own.
BYOT.
So this
It's a BYL bathroom. It's
Vincent?
a BYL bathroom.
Oh, yeah, Kathy Vincent's husband?
Yeah, probably. I had the kids in school, I know that. I don't remember
Who didn't
their
you,
names.
Bonnie
who didn't you
Water?
have in school?
I
That's
know.
what I know.
So he, anyway, he came in, he spent some time in, cleaning the bathroom area, and then I told him a few other things. But anyway, said, well, the trash is not really that full, I want to save the plastic bags. Okay, so he said he'd come in on Tuesday morning, but then he got sick, and so he's not in the rest of this week. So we took care of the stuff. But anyway, by, what are we talking about? By Tuesday afternoon, I was here at the end of singing and cleaning up, and Ann went in and she came out and she goes, "Oh, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom." There was none anywhere. There was
None underneath?
no, none anywhere. So I grabbed one from here, and then I went over next door and took one from the closet, the
Oh, yeah.
supply closet.
Yeah.
So I put two in there, and whatever. So it was, I don't know about the rest of the supplies, but I know when I was shopping, I brought in like 3 different things that I thought we could use. I was shopping, so I just picked up, and Golden Ages. I'm sure Bev will talk to you about this. Golden Ages, I guess, kind of voted that every once in a while, like maybe once a month or something, they were going to be contributing some things. She was going to get ideas from you as to what they could do to help with supplies for right now.
Yeah.
And then they would send me to BJ's to get a few dollars worth of supplies to help us out.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So we have no budget at all?
So listen.
Okay.
We can use our programs, but that is like what, $90 or something, $98?
Well,
or
the
something.
service is
Services.
$95.
Right, so
and
we
we
can't-
have about 1,900 in supplies.
I
But
don't
that's on
think
hold.
it's on hold, it's on freeze.
Okay.
After this town meeting, they're gonna know more about what we can do. And Sandy had said to me, well, at least they didn't cut our pay. So that was good, they didn't do that. So we're not gonna know, so right now, we can't use our supplies. So if you go and buy something, take
Your receipt or whatever.
take
Yeah.
the coffee.
Mhm.
So, But we'll see how it goes after this meeting on the 26th. But we do have toilet paper here. I think we still have, because it comes out of the, yes.
Oh, and so,
In the back room, we still have toilet paper and paper towels and stuff that they supply
their,
for us.
is their supply budget cut?
But,
Everybody.
oh, everybody's is. But this is, I think that's a different fund. I think that's, you know, I mean, you have to have toilet paper.
Maintenance, right, so you think,
Yeah, I mean, this is the.
so what we get from the
building.
town, we should still be getting from the town?
Yes.
So the stinky
yes.
paper towels and the stinky toilet paper we still get.
Better than nothing.
Because
Well,
it
we could
comes
get
from
the
them.
Sears catalog. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
don't know. What do you-
But
what do you want?
this first is on hold. The first page of Ken's budget is
Yes.
on hold.
Yep.
This is on hold,
Okay.
the 1900. It's on hold.
So that means coffee.
Whoa.
So,
That's what you
We're
should
gonna-
probably
we're
ask
going
the
to,
Friends
huh?
That's what you should ask for the Friends or,
we can ask for the
Golden
friends.
Ages.
And you know what, it's
Buy
not like,
coffee.
Ken was, we were talking, and it's not like we could use the money off the tree, but right now, we don't wanna touch that money. Because we need that to go for the deck.
I agree.
So we really don't wanna go into that at all, and I'm thinking, the delivery of the meals, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, no, but that comes out of formula grant. We're good.
Right, okay, good.
I thought the formula grant was,
It's overdrawn, but that's
It's
okay.
overdrawn.
That's
The
what we
town
get.
allows us to do that
Because they know we're gonna
because
get it.
they know we're gonna get the formula grant money. So let's say we're overdrawn $3,000, okay, by April, and we get $8,000. The town takes $3,000 right as soon as
Yeah.
the money comes in. They take their 3 back, and then we have 5 left to do what we want to do. So
Oh, yeah, so that, I see the mileage comes out of
the
that.
mileage,
the
yeah.
mileage.
Yeah. And that's all we really take out of that right now?
That's all we wanna take out of that right now.
Yeah.
We don't need to take anything out of that, but if we had to, I mean, we could use that, if we had
You
to.
can't use that for coffee though, right? Can't you not
Can't use it for food, right?
What?
You can,
Formula
The
grant.
formula grant.
you can use it for supplies, like coffee, if we needed to have coffee. I think we can have coffee. Yeah,
Okay.
but I think we'll be all right. I just ordered 2 cases of coffee, and it should last us till way past this.
Town meeting.
Right,
yeah.
and then we still got all this in supply, so hopefully we're still gonna keep our budget
Right.
here, you know.
What about the veterans breakfast, the food?
I think that's gonna be, I mean, I'll make the blueberry stuff, and we got eggs here from the Country Hen that we can use, and I'll probably donate,
I'll donate some muffins or something.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, so that'll mostly be donations. We're
I
not
think
gonna
so.
have
And if we
to-
want, well, we can't really, not supposed to take that out of the formula grant.
Right,
So,
it's only for programs, right? You can do programs?
Well,
It has
It is a
some things,
program.
but not food.
Yeah, not
But you
food.
wouldn't consider
Food,
a
no,
thank
on
you
that.
dinner for veterans a
Yeah,
program?
but it's food, they're
it's
very
not a
specific.
program. It's not a program.
No, no.
It's a social event.
Okay.
It's a social event.
Okay.
So, that's that. And the FY '24 budget's gonna be coming up pretty soon. And we need to think what we're gonna put on our budget list as to what we want. Now, all the years I've ever been here, I really have never done anything with my budget because I've always been told no. Even when I was getting 8 hours a week or whatever the heck it was, I don't know. And then working for, but I've always been told no town doesn't have done that. I've never asked for anything. At that one town meeting, Wayne Peterson voted $5,000 for us, remember? Well, that was the first time we ever had these accounts, which was great. So now, at some point, we're gonna have to make out another budget, for us. So, I was saying to Sue, it would be nice if we had an activities director, if we could pay another person to help run the senior center instead
Oh,
of
yeah.
just, my volunteers all the time, because that, makes you feel you know, you guys deserve something. You need something. You do all the work and help and all that stuff. You can't be just, so, I mean, I try to compensate with the formula grant the best I can with
Right.
the rest, but, yeah. So anyway, we thought maybe, Sue's thinking that we should just go and ask for things that we really need.
I
But then
think
on
you
the
should-
other hand, I've always just flat. You know, I never went up, I never went down.
Yeah.
I just flat thing because I knew the town didn't have any money.
They never do.
And they weren't gonna give me any, they weren't gonna give me anything anyway. So
They're
I just
certainly not
said,
going to at that meeting.
not at this, it's not gonna be here,
No.
Right.
but it'll be coming up, we should think about that,
Yeah.
what we wanna try to do. And I'll, you know what, I'll talk to the new town administrator, see how he feels when he gets in.
But I
after he
agree
gets-
with Sue, that if there's something we think we need, ask for it.
Mm.
We might know in advance we're not gonna get it, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
You
You gotta
put the
plant the
town
seed.
on notice. We're an active group, and
we provide
active
services.
groups need things.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
cannot just rely completely on our
Volunteers.
projects and little dinners and and donations and stuff to do it. We can't.
Yeah.
Okay? And ask for it. And put them on notice and make them feel guilty. I'm swear, make them feel guilty if they can't give us the money.
Something I need to say. I'm going to tell you, the thing, I've only been here for 2 years. And when we first opened up for the first yard sale, Karen Wolf said to me, you know, the people who come to the Hubbardton Senior Center want to be here. They don't have to be here. And a lot of people have the feeling that, you know, you've got people sitting in the corner over there peeing their pants and drooling in their paddle. That is not
Not what we do.
that is not what happens here. When somebody loses a spouse, this is something new I just learned. They come here. They come here because their friends are here.
Exactly.
And that's important. And I don't think, and I'm sorry I'm so passionate, I think a little passionate about it. People just don't realize how important this place is to so many different people. They just don't get it. And it's overwhelming to see. I think we may have started turning things around. They just up the $50,000. They're
Well,
starting
Katie
to
Young has been
realize-
such helpful to us. She's been
Yeah.
around, she sees what's going on, she sees how we work. Her kids have helped out a lot. She has been wonderful. She's
Yeah.
a great select woman, and I think she has her eyes open and she can see. And most of the time, people will see. You don't have to tell them or show them. They can see what you do.
Yeah.
And so I think that's an asset. So I think we are climbing the ladder.
Yep.
Little by little,
Yeah.
and at some point, you know, when I leave, that somebody's going to come in here and it's going to be good. They'll be able to
When
have
you
a nice
leave,
place.
Claudia, the town is it's going to be a rude awakening.
Oh,
Because you put so much time in here.
Yeah.
People don't
And
realize.
people don't realize how much time you're putting in here, or how much time, I mean, I'm not looking for money or anything else, but how much time is put into this.
Yeah, been there,
And
done that.
Nancy comes down, and she does her stuff, and Mel does her stuff, and
Music
Patty does her stuff, you do your stuff, and nobody's getting paid. I was at there was a card group here one day, and this woman was talking, she goes, oh yeah, they all get paid. And I looked at her and I said, no we don't, we're volunteers. And she's like, you are?
Yeah.
Totally shocked.
Yeah, I've had
We
that
do
too.
not get
People say
paid.
that to me.
So I'm thinking, and I'm sorry if I'm being bold, I don't mean to be. So bold. I'm being very bold. I'm thinking when you do that 23, 24 budget, count the hours that are put in here and put a price on it.
That would mean we'd have to actually sign in.
I know, I always forget how to do that.
Yeah.
I know,
forget
but we're
to do it.
old and we forget. I come in the back door all the time for singing. I never sign in.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, like, it's too much work to go like,
I mean, it's
Period
almost
stuff.
like, okay, so we're established, the people come in here, they see it's really pretty, it's very welcoming and warm.
And busy.
Yes.
It's not gonna be
busy,
pretty anymore,
yes.
though. Get used to these tablecloths. We have no more supply left.
That's right. So get used to these nice fall.
We'll just paint them green. And
That's
Yeah.
Well,
right.
they're good through Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
But, I mean, Ken, you may or may not agree with that.
No, I agree that, again, I don't know if, I don't know the concept of, if we feel we need something, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if it's compensation, minor compensation for the volunteers, but if we need something if we decide that, for example, all these tables, well, I'm making this up, all these tables need to be replaced. And that's probably gonna cost $2,000, okay? Or the chairs. And we say, we need $2,500 for furniture. We know we're not gonna get it, but that's not the point. The point is, in your budget, you put furniture, $2,500.
Yeah.
And you be open about it, that if it was a business and you needed to replace things to operate your business, you'd put it in your budget for the next year. You say, we're gonna need X next year. We do that. All they can say is no.
They want a 5-year capital plan. They want a 5-year. This is going to be coming up.
Doing.
Not yet. I'll let you know when it's yet, but not yet. But they want a 5-year plan, and they always do that.
Yep.
To try to do the 5 years.
That makes sense, so.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years, I see a beautiful senior center.
I will never go down
With,
that road again.
yeah.
Never. As
Couple
long
of
as I
private
live.
offices.
Will you,
Boy in a
Bob, go down
girl's
that road
room.
again?
They broke my heart too, Claudia.
I will never, never, as long as I live.
I understand.
So,
I think things are changing.
well, then some new person can change it.
No. You
Look
got
at
the
Sue, they don't have enough money to
$50,000.
pay, they're fighting about paying the school budget.
So listen, the other
Yeah.
thing, I think we've beat that horse to a
Okay.
dead horse.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Can I just ask you, so, like, I'm looking at since we're on budget, I'm looking at the services account,
Yep,
and we have $95 left.
Yep.
And this is until July 1st.
right,
We have $95 left.
right.
Yes,
So
but we
Charles-
can take some of this and move it over here. if we
Some of
want.
what?
Once they unfreeze our
Once they unfreeze
supplies.
it. So for right
we
now,
can move
Charles
it
Gray
over.
doesn't get paid.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to pay him out of the formula grant.
Because that's a program.
That's a service.
That's a program.
That's
Okay,
Art
so
lessons
he
are
can
a
come out of
program.
that, okay.
So that's a good example of something that we could
Yes,
take it out of there.
take it out of the formula grant, so we can still have our
Right.
programs there.
Right.
Right.
What is the Xavier Solutions?
But this here that is our, My Senior Center.
I will be calling them.
It's software.
We
It-
need
ev-
to
It's every year.
earn that money. They need to earn it. That's a lot of money.
My senior center.
Yeah. I need to call them.
Well, I think I think we're all set right now. But, and then the Safe Serve program, we paid for that, for everybody to have their
Yeah.
Safe Serve certificate.
And how long
Yeah.
does that last?
5 years.
Yeah, so that's 800, it just happened to
Yeah.
hit this year.
And the
We
other
won't
thing is
have it for
1
the
year.
next couple
Yeah.
of years.
Is the other thing is the solutions is every year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is every year, and we signed that contract. It hasn't gone up. So we've had that for quite a while now, since John, the one that got that
Yeah.
for us.
But
We
for
do need-
$1,200 a year, Claude, you should be pushing me to call them and get the new people that are 65 and older that aren't in there pulled in.
How are they gonna do that? We
Because I've
from
got
the
it
town.
ready. I've got it ready to go. I just need to make the phone call.
All right, make the phone
Good
call.
for you.
But how, because I got it from the town clerk. She
And I worked
She
on it.
uploaded on it for me.
She
But
downloaded
yeah, she gave
everybody
everybody
on time.
100 years old.
Yeah, well, no.
They were wrong.
Okay, so what she did, but what I did during the yard sale is I compared the two databases. So I have everybody I culled out everybody who wasn't in the database. And there's like 400 names that need to be added to it. And it's ready to be uploaded, and I need to call them and say, okay, here's the information to it.
Do you have those names?
Yeah.
Oh, good, I gotta look at them.
That would be good,
I'll look
because
at 'em,
wouldn't that increase our formula grant next year?
I would think so, yeah.
If we have more
Formula
people in
grant,
our...
we did the census, remember? And we more than doubled.
Right.
So when I called them, and we talked to them, we thought we were gonna get so much per person, that would more than double our formula grant, what we have now.
Not this
State
year.
has no money. Didn't last year either, because when was we did the census?
Yeah.
Do.
It was 20.
Yep, 20. Yep, it
Yeah,
was.
so they
Yeah,
didn't.
the state
last-
gives them money, they're
surplus.
giving everybody back money in November.
There's a
Well,
surplus in the
this is
Not me,
budget.
though.
Well, I don't understand what they're giving, I don't know
They
if I'm
don't,
getting.
they don't have any money?
No,
There's a
now,
surplus.
They
the
are.
the state has a $5 billion surplus in a rainy day fund.
Oh.
And they have decided that they don't need $5 billion. And the reason it happened is that this
lottery.
this fiscal year, which is whatever it ended, July or June 30th or September 30th, they collected way more revenue than they anticipated in their budget. So that really kicked this surplus up. And they decided that they're going to give $3 billion back. Okay? And the way they're doing it, if you filed your tax return by the 17th, which is when it was due, last year's tax return, they're going to look on the return and say, how much income tax were you charged by the state? Okay, so let's say, not owed meaning wrote a check for, but let's say your tax was $5,000. You're going to get a check in November, if it's a joint return or whatever, for 13% of $5,000, or you're going to get $650. The maximum you can get back, like what if you made $15 million on your return, is $6,500. It's the maximum you can get back. Okay? And then they'll keep the $2 billion surplus as the rainy day fund, which is what it is.
So why are they doing that? Why aren't they just giving it to the
It's
towns?
a law.
So we can get our town out of the damn.
Because they're giving it to the people that.
Because the people paid it in.
Oh.
The towns didn't pay it in, the people paid it in.
I didn't pay it.
And they're
It's an
giving it
old
back
law
to
from
Not
the
me.
80s, isn't it?
I
Pardon?
don't pay state
Yeah,
tax.
it's an
It's an old law.
It's an old law, yeah, yeah.
Didn't they find a $1 billion
no,
error,
it's retired.
1.2 billion?
When, I just read this like, no,
You do
I
pay
just
state
read
tax?
this on,
Like 2 weeks ago.
I read it, I just read this update
He's mad.
over the weekend, this past
Oh, really?
weekend. This update that it was, because originally it was 7% back.
Doing it.
No, it's 13.
And now it's going to be 13%.
So Ken, I don't pay state tax, I don't think.
Then you're not-
Retired
then you-
teachers and
Then
state.
you're not getting
state,
duties, then you're not getting duties.
You don't pay
Federal.
taxes?
Now, you might pay something. I'm sure there's,
I
no,
don't
you
think
might
we
not.
pay state
No,
tax.
between you and, right,
Your
between you.
retirement
Teachers
check
and
or
federal
something.
don't
You and
either.
Albert, I know they don't count. I don't, again, but, well, but here's the thing. If you didn't pay anything,
You're not gonna get it.
you're not getting anything back.
Right.
You're not entitled to anything back.
Right, right, that makes sense.
I mean, that just makes sense. If you
So
didn't
you
pay
mean-
anything in,
No, I know.
All of us,
Some
like,
people.
like me, I could
So
get
I
some
was
money back.
thinking-
you're gonna get money back.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
We're not gonna get
I was
it.
thinking there's just one
Well,
more thing I
like,
want to say.
I shouldn't have said, there are caveats though.
Trying to get a
okay.
word in edgewise.
If you had
One more thing.
an earned income credit,
Uh-huh.
but there may be an adjustment. But here's the other one that's going to affect us, may affect us, is the senior citizen, what's the name of that?
Discount,
No, it's a credit you can get
yeah.
based on
Oh, how much
your
you
real
make?
estate taxes, half your water bill, and the value of your home. There is a credit, and if you are low income, they give you might get as much as sometimes $1,000 back, their credit off your taxes. So would be adjusted for those things. But the predominant piece is that there's going to be a credit for taxpayers. So like, well, my kids are getting money back,
Nice.
which is great. They're in college.
is, yeah.
If they get a couple $100 back,
Exactly.
we, on our returns, and my wife and I, and all the kids, we put their banking information on the returns.
Right, so it's
So
directly.
the check will automatically be, the money will automatically be deposited right into their account.
Sweet. When is this gonna take effect?
November, it's coming in November. They're starting to start
Wow.
cutting the checks in November.
You hadn't heard that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But that's.
I don't count on
wonderful.
anything. I don't count
Yeah.
on something that I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
earn.
true.
I didn't earn it.
Don't
Yeah.
expect
It's not
it.
mine.
Yeah, you.
Well,
I've been
but
trying to
this is-
figure out
but
how
it's a
not to do
surprise,
it.
like-
I've heard of
Christmas
this.
present.
I heard this a couple of months ago, and then, but now they've definitively said.
Said it.
Yes.
If you had to file your tax return, the filing date, the last day you could file was the 17th.
So-
So as long as you filed your return, meaning if you haven't filed a return for some reason for 2021, if you haven't filed it,
Okay,
then you're not getting anything back.
okay.
So just one thing I want to just say
Yes.
to Sue and Ken and everybody that's saying that we should really go for the stars for the budget thing. I mean, it's going to be a little bit before we start doing that, but it's something to think about. But actually, when I started to do this, it wasn't for me. I mean, we worked for years for nothing, just so it wouldn't close, so the seniors would have a senior center.
Nice.
And I think we built it into something great, and I don't think that I even get that much either. But we got to do this because we're doing something good for somebody else, and that's what's worth everything
I
else.
agree.
Why,
When
but
you're
I'm not
there.
saying that, I don't think
But I
Sue
mean,
and I are saying
I
that
just
we're
don't-
going to be aggressive and let's say,
No.
well, let's replace the furniture this year.
Right.
No,
Let's
Ken,
do this
that's
over,
not my
no.
point.
We
No,
understand.
I'm saying, I'm hoping all you volunteers volunteer because it gives back to you something.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Nancy and her singing group that she has,
Oh, yeah.
Marion Lyons, she lives for the singing.
Yes.
She has nothing.
Right.
And she lives to come and sing, and the groups are beautiful, and they go places, and it gives them a reason to get up and a reason
Where
to
are you
live.
going to go?
Right.
Who's going to listen to you
So,
at this age?
I know we've
This,
had-
I really mean that sincerely.
But I mean, even though
Who's
there's a
gonna
lot of
listen to
senior
you?
centers that get paid, I'll bet you this senior center is the warmest, nicest place.
I
And the
do, yeah.
volunteers that work here
I do, too.
have the biggest hearts.
Yeah.
And
I do
I
too.
can't tell you, I appreciate all of you
You're
so
right, because
much.
we're here
And
because we're here because we want to be, not because it's a
Right.
job.
Yeah.
Right, so
Right.
hopefully you always feel that way. I wouldn't want it to
Well,
be a
good people
bother,
here.
If they're
you know?
pragmatic
If we can
people.
get a little more, then great, we'll get a little more.
But here,
but-
here's my thought, because I know a lot of senior centers have an activities director.
Yes. I would
And
love to
having
be
an
there.
activities director who would, so keep track of all the things that we're now, because we are getting more and more things. Look at
We are.
my November calendar is already crazy. And between all the things that go on, not to overlap, not to have a concert at the same time, because we are
I
a
know,
small
because we
group.
didn't know.
And it's not
Yeah,
like
'cause
we
we had
have
so much going on.
that many people that once you have one thing on a certain day that is very good and attractive, a trip especially, that everyone's go to, you have something else that takes,
Yes.
25 people too, that, you know what I mean, that some of those people are going to overlap. So having an activities director, even if they were just like an hour a day or whatever.
They would
someone who
be
would
keeping
be
track
very-
of the activities
Exactly.
and saying, oh, yeah. Because
Finding
that with your
things for us to
concert was
do.
definitely not, I had another date planned. And when she called back and said, this is the only date, I was
Right,
like,
right.
yeah. But I didn't realize that she
But
had a concert.
I also hadn't put it on the calendar. I hadn't talked to Bev, so at the time, it was like, don't touch the calendar. And I hadn't talked to Bev to have it put on the calendar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just, like, it's one of those things, but, and it could still happen with an activities director, but I just think we would have more activities, and I'm gonna bring up one more time, because other people have talked to me, not just June Linston. Other people have talked to me about that they would like to come and do a low-impact exercise group here. And that's not something I want to.
I don't want to do
I
that,
might
but
come
if
to
we
it, but
could
I'm not
find
gonna
someone
start
to
it.
do that,
So I mean,
because
an activities director.
we've done that. We've done that, and it does not go.
Yeah, but it might be different now. You have a different group of people who are in their
Maybe,
70s
yeah.
and 80s who might want that.
Yeah. When we had the chair yoga, we used to have
Yeah,
maybe 9 or 10.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
but then it
that's what
just
we have for
dwindled
most
off.
things.
Yeah.
Dwindled off and nothing came.
You have to have the right.
And then we had it with the TV, and then we were gonna do it with the TV, and then we had our balance classes, and this and that. It,
And now
and
we
it starts
have,
out, and then.
but listen, things are so much more technically advanced right now. If you get, so Templeton has a young person who comes in from the Y and does it there. And they pay her, but it's a small amount. And if we could get someone like that to come over here, now we've got the Chromecast set up. It's working. Hope you got your apps on your phone. that
I got one, but I
told you
forgot
to
it was
get.
Google Home. I thought it was Google Chrome. So I gotta get Amy to put the Google Chrome on.
Okay,
Home.
but someone can just come in and from their phone, they can YouTube a great program on there. They have these programs
We
out
gotta
there.
find
It's so
somebody that will do
easy.
it. And the other issue is, Nance, We have
When?
one room.
When? I know.
And
Yeah.
you can't have two things going on and doing exercise over there, and you got something
Well,
going
you
on
could
over
make
here.
it part of your
That's-
health class.
We could do it. I would love to do
Oh,
it. Okay,
we
let's do one
could.
class with that. and
We
See how
could
we
do,
do.
we could do a half hour of exercise in that group.
Yes.
I think we need to change the day on that. Because Wednesdays are wicked busy.
Well,
With bowling, I mean, yes, this morning, so you had the wee bowling and coffee at 9. At
Well,
10
they-
o'clock, the
gotta
way
kick
people
'em out.
came
We have to
in.
be at
At
11.
11, the Memorial Day Committee was here.
Memorial Day isn't
1
going to be
o'clock
until
was-
January,
but
so
that's
that's
got to
done.
change.
Yeah,
times.
but still.
So that's done. And so basically, we'll be back at 11. The bowls will be done at 11. We'll be back at 11, then from 11 to 12. Yeah. So
Well, and
we'll
next
do
week
that.
at 11, you have book club.
Book club at 11, so it's
So,
10.
and so that means that they're getting
Can't they
bumped
be
We'll
to
go
12?
in there.
No.
We'll go in there. Well, we could do 12 to 1, but then you got the card party. Come
Oh, and they
cards
come in at,
at
12.
1,
Or
12:31, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they come in early.
So
at
they
8.
come,
Yeah.
or the
Can't
golden
do the book
ages.
club
So
at the library?
the only other thing is, I wanted
No.
to just run it by you
Upstairs.
guys, and it was brought to my attention, and right away I was like, no,
And the elevator.
no, I don't want to do that. But they have Miles Funeral Home has a grieving, a holiday grieving. I think the flyer's over there.
I saw that.
So I thought maybe we should have that. Maybe, you know, because I know, like, even with Bev, holidays are hard for her. You know, even though it's been many years since she lost her son and many years since her husband's been gone.
Right.
It's still hard for her. She stays home alone, and it's difficult. And there's other people now, Carol Bove.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for her. And you got Tom. It
Yeah.
might benefit him. I don't know if he would come, but we could maybe ask him if he would come. And Bonnie, you haven't lost your husband for that long.
No.
You've been, you know,
I was
so
going to say, when she started talking about that about getting the support, you know, I felt very cared about by the people down here when I came. And it meant a lot to me. And my kids have said, well, you know, if you can't get in the Hubbardston House, why don't you, you know, apply in Templeton or Fitchburg or Gardner or something like that? I said, but this is my social support system.
Yes.
You know, I wanna
comfortable
be
here.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you know us and you're our
Yes.
friend.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
So
Sure,
I'm thinking that I'm going to call Miles because they have a grievance going the 19th of November in Holden where we could go to the program. But the 19th is busy. We got stuff going on the 19th.
The
don't we?
19th, we have something going on.
Something's going on the 19th. I can't remember.
a
Oh, it's a
Thanksgiving
dinner.
dinner.
It's a dinner,
Thanksgiving
right.
dinner,
So
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to see if we
Thanksgiving
could get
dinner,
them to
too.
come here. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wouldn't want them to come if we didn't have enough people to attend. I would feel terrible. So I don't know how the group feels here about doing something like that. If you think we should or shouldn't, or would you come to help? I mean, I don't know.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
I would go.
Yeah, we'd have to see. What is a good day for that? Well, what is a good day? What do we have?
Yeah.
Friday.
I mean, would
When
it,
do we
would
have?
a,
That's it.
Friday's
Friday
starting to
afternoon
get booked,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're not open.
Yeah.
no.
Friday
That's why it's
afternoon.
open, so
Yeah.
that we can book things.
Friday
I mean,
afternoon.
is a Saturday more appropriate for that kind of a program so that you'd have better attendance?
Yeah.
Would it be
or
meant also for
during the
like say Tom came, would it be meant for like his children to come to
Yeah,
too?
could maybe understand
Yeah.
what he might be going through, and maybe they have a
Yeah.
grief. Maybe that's their mother,
Of course.
so
yeah.
maybe they would come. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
not just for spouses.
Right, so we, so.
It's-
So we could
Yeah.
extend it out to Carol's family if they wanted to come. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
Their
know if they
sons.
would, but we could extend it out
They
to
might.
them. So if we wanted to do it on a Saturday,
So it wouldn't just be seniors, you could.
Right,
no,
yeah.
I would think we would open it to
Open
everyone
it
in the
to
town.
everyone,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
anybody
And
who's
just say
grieving.
that this is, you know, the time of year when you have all these
You got
rituals
Dolores, you
that
got a
you
lot
miss. And that's when you need, you know, the support.
Yes, so we'll have to figure on a day. You guys think a Saturday is better? I mean, I usually do clients, but I can book them off.
Sunday afternoon?
Sunday, do you think people want to go?
Sunday's not a
are
good
kinda-
day for me.
I mean,
Church, and then you
yeah.
got the Patriots, and that's my day. That's my day. I sit at home with the Patriots, and I go to church in the morning. So Sunday
Yeah.
dinner.
I was going to say it's football.
Yeah, it really is
Yeah, yeah,
good
yeah.
football. day
So,
for
all
the
right,
guys.
so we could do a Saturday if you wanted. I don't know if you'd do morning or afternoon, or Friday. But if we do a Saturday, we'll get the young people that might work.
Yeah.
And it's,
You know, like the Beauvais boys, but I'm not saying they would even come, but I'm
Right.
just saying,
because their
It's
program
freshening
is
up.
like, what, an hour and a half or something like that?
I don't
It's
know, what did we do
like
with the paper?
1 to 2:30, I think it was.
What did we do with the paper?
I think it's over on the desk.
This is it, the holiday grief,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
mixing mournings and celebration. I mean, I just think I think it's a, seating is free, light refreshments served. It doesn't say, 1 to 2:30,
Yeah.
for about an hour and a half.
this is the one. in
I don't think
Bolton?
it's a religious,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
No, I
I
don't
think it's
think
like
it is.
all denominations,
Yeah, no, it
so
is.
nobody would
Yeah.
have to feel,
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
you know,
Uncomfortable, yeah.
uncomfortable
If you're
about
not
it.
Catholic, don't come.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
not
they're just
that.
talking about celebrating holidays.
yes,
Right.
and
Right.
then how to
Thanksgiving,
get through it.
Hanukkah.
Mixing mourning and celebration, walking through the land of the lost is challenging at any time of the year, but it says, but can be especially difficult during the holidays. The seminar explores the complexity of embracing loss during the holidays and offering strategies to honor both the sorrow, grief, and the festivities of the holidays.
I think you know, if we do something like that, we're gonna get some of our card players too.
Yeah, we could see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what, I
Well,
might
if he
call her
doesn't-
tomorrow.
Oh, you could put it out there and see how many people sign up for it before
I
you
think
even
it's a good,
call.
I think it's a
What do
good
you
idea.
think?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really do.
Yeah.
I just
if-
wonder
if
how many
they
people would
will
Well,
sign
first
up.
you should
come
call
here.
and
You
see
know
if
who
they have
else?
any openings.
Openings.
too.
Lorraine might come because they just lost their daughter.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Bob just lost
Spring
his daughter.
summer
They
for
might
family.
come. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people
that are
who it's not
hurting.
necessarily lost their kids, but
Right.
that you know, but they've lost a sister or a brother-in-law
Yeah, family.
or
Good
a
friends or
friend
something,
who's
yeah.
been in Florida for 10 years, you know,
Yeah.
and we don't necessarily may have even known that. So I have a
right.
feeling there's a lot of people
Yeah.
who would take advantage of that we're not even familiar with.
Right,
That's
right,
true.
So
exactly.
particularly the seniors who might not be
Right.
here a lot, you know, so I think it's a very good idea to
We'd
try
have to
that.
probably do this in November, on a Saturday in November, as we
Yes.
approach the holidays.
Yeah.
If they have time. You know, this one here is November 19th, which we can't do then.
Right.
But
So you're looking at the 12th or the 26th, which is the day after the Thanksgiving weekend.
I think we would want to do it
Oh,
on
and we
the
don't want to
12th.
talk about that too, yeah, so yeah. good.
Yeah, we're gonna put up
Unless
the
you
main
did
for
it,
that
unless you
May.
did it the first Saturday, well, you can't do it the first Saturday
First Saturday is the 5th.
in December, can you?
No, because, no, we get the
Right.
Christmas fair.
Christmas fair, yeah. I
The
gotta put-
12th, I don't know if it'll give us enough time to get it together, but sometimes, you know, it's last minute things.
That's the day after the Veterans thing, don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just beating them scrambled eggs, that's not.
It's nothing.
We have enough time to clean up.
It's only breakfast, we'd have time.
And that could be our light refreshments the next day.
Any quiche not eaten, they can eat.
Pizza left over.
Have some
Turn the blueberry pancakes into something else.
Oh, my gosh.
If they won't come here, then you might want to contact the other one that advertises in the,
We only have one funeral home, don't we?
no, there's two,
There's two?
yeah. The one on the hill going up.
Don't even look at this page anymore because the girl that prints these, she's redone this whole thing.
Yeah.
You're talking about Mac?
Miles and Mac.
Yeah,
Major.
Max.
Mac, really? And Barry?
No.
Gardner.
Oh, Gardner. Oh, I know where you are.
Yeah,
Yep,
his name's
yep, yep.
Kevin, and he was very, very
Yes.
nice when Dick died, and
Well, I don't want to
he
write on
would
this.
be, you know, if you want, I could approach him if you can't get,
It sounds like they got a program all set up.
Not-
These-
It
not-
does
Yeah.
sound like they do.
Yeah, they have a program, you
I
know,
don't think
light
every nursing
refreshments
home- I
and
mean,
reserve your space.
Funeral home,
Funeral
yeah.
home.
Register on
Right.
Miles
It's
Funeral
gonna-
The
Facebook.
paper
off
that
of
they
that.
printed that on.
Embracing
was
loss and
awesome.
finding your way to healing.
It's really, really nice. That's all I said to her. If you, because we were gonna put it as an insert, and I said, use lighter paper. Because if we mail it,
Yeah, right.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be, we're gonna
You
be in
should find
trouble.
out what they have for an opening.
Yeah,
dates
right,
open.
before you, right.
I will. I'll call them
We talked
tomorrow.
to him, we talked to her yesterday, and she was supposed to call back.
Yeah, well, I'll,
I told her to call you.
squeaky wheel gets the
Miles.
grease.
Yeah, that's right, Claude, you just
So
go
I'll
squeak at them.
All right, so
Not,
Maine,
not to jump ahead, but
Yes.
when's our next meeting gonna be?
okay.
Yeah.
Is it the
I think
third
it's the
Wednesday of the month?
16th.
Yeah, that would be November 16th.
November 16th.
Okay, I just,
So now the,
Manger,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because I need
the
to talk to you
manger,
about
oh,
that.
Jesus, I'm supposed to go pick up the
The
angel
angel.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh, my.
Oh my
God.
God, I gotta find a truck. I don't know if Roger can do, well, I gotta be here
oh boy.
for the guy to
Yeah.
meet him,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
till 10. I think it's like 3 or 4 hours up to New York to get the angel. 3 or 4 hours back.
Oh.
If we ship it, it's too much money.
It was 6 hours to Rochester, and you're going, yeah, I think it's about 3.5 hours, you told me before.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but how, what is the, now you got the gas situation.
The gas is gonna be coming out of,
The
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, but how much does it cost to ship it down here, freight?
Ridiculous.
No, you can't.
it's ridiculous, hundreds of dollars. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The thing cost $599.
Wow.
They didn't charge me tax. $599.
Yes.
And then the gas to go up there, I've
Yeah.
got $25 extra, and I got a little bit of more of your money. And Rich keeps turning in your
Yeah.
cans.
Yeah.
Does he?
So I'll save the receipt from when we fill up the tank and give it back to Raj or whoever's truck we use, whatever we do. So the gas will be taken care of. But it's better to pay that than
Yeah.
to ship it.
Right,
I think
right.
it's a really nice ride. If you know, when Roger and I went by ourselves, it's a nice ride.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice
Yes.
day.
And,
And the
if it's a
thing is,
nice
you're
day,
going
I don't
before-
think we can fit it. Like I don't think we could fit it in Nancy's car. I think the wings.
Oh,
You know, because the
yeah.
wings. I don't think we. I think we have to have the truck. So it's a nice ride. I
The thing is,
forgot
you're gonna be going before the snow flies, which
Oh,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
One time, it was very.
And I couldn't get it
weather.
last year because it was
But-
sold out.
Right, right.
Yeah, I
So-
can't sign Jim up because I'm booked tomorrow myself, and I can't sign. We just replaced the serpentine belt.
And Nancy's booked.
Yeah, and just did the, what do you call it? It's not the battery, it's the
I suppose
alternator.
I could drive John's truck.
Yeah, it's
But
a
I
piece
do
of
think
junk.
my car would, but I am booked, I have a doctor's appointment.
You are booked.
But, I think my car
Unless I
would
went
fit it. My
Friday,
car
but
fits
Friday
whatever
is
truck
the
fits.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, so I can't go Friday. And Saturday I'm booked solid for here, and
Yeah.
Sunday Roger goes in the hospital. So
Oh, my
for 3
God.
days.
Oh, it's just wild.
So I have to go
Yeah.
tomorrow, whether I'm back. I have to get up there. I don't know what time they close.
Oh, my God.
I have to see if Raj can 10, 11, 12, 1. Would be up there by 2. I have to call a guy by the name of Eddie. We have to go to the warehouse thing where they got it. It's off in the back. It's kind of funny place to go. And so if I could get up there by 2 at least before they close.
Yeah. So, Katie Young came through Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday, I don't remember, sometime I found her. Today's Wednesday, so it was yesterday. And I said to her, so when are we doing the, well, actually, this doesn't fit in with what we're doing. Let's go back to the manger.
Okay.
Then I'll go to Katie. So the manger, we usually get set up.
Yep, Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
Jim,
weekend.
and the Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
That's what I told Mary when Mary called about having the singers come sing.
Yes.
I said, why don't we just do it then, when after the manger's set up? and
Yeah.
But we'd have to advertise this to the town. She wants the whole town to come. I guess they had, Dolores said they had 100 people there
For that granny thing?
for the thing on the 14th.
Yeah.
14th at night when they I guess they invited all, the whole town.
I didn't
'cause
see
they,
100 people there.
did you go?
I saw it
Yeah,
on TV.
I saw it on
Or somewhere,
Facebook, and
I mean,
I drove
Facebook.
by.
Gary
yeah.
Gary
Is there 100
Kangas
people
did a
there?
whole thing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
Is it
whatever.
50 maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so I had suggested Mary wanted us to come sing sometime in November, some night, and some night in December. And I said, well, we're not really big on the nighttime stuff. I said we could get a few people, but, daytime's better for the group. And she was talking about some hymns and some Christmas carols. And I said, you know what? Could we do something right after the manger set up? Could we plan a time that we set up the manger, us, and that Then we meet, and you can invite the town people, we meet and do a song or two outside, and then she wants everyone to go inside. And she hasn't gotten back to me on it yet, but she loved that idea of doing it that weekend. Then Katie Young came in, and
Yeah.
she decided, I said, when are we gonna do the Christmas tree lighting across the street? Because
Yeah.
I've gotta do a new calendar for the singers, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to get it straight. And we usually do that like the first weekend in December, right? And they sometimes do it Sunday night, they sometimes do it Monday night, whatever. And she goes, oh, no, it has to be before the light fight. The light fight starts December 1st.
Oh,
So she wants to do it the weekend of Thanksgiving
Same thing then.
to light the tree and the Hanukkah, the menorah. So so she asked me if we want to do Saturday or Sunday night. I don't know why I picked Sunday night, just out of my hat. So I think we're going to be, I'm going to double check with her, but I think it's going to be 11/27, if that's a Sunday night, for the tree lighting. And so now my thought is Jim going to be one of the people helping to set up the manger?
Oh,
Did he
yeah.
help last year?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Who else helped him? Skip and...
Yeah, I think
I
Skip was
think
there.
your
and
husband
Your
was
husband
Albert.
showed up, and,
Dawson was there too, wasn't he?
who, hon?
Ed,
Ed.
probably.
Yeah, Ed. And also Everett guy went over and checked the electrical.
Tom, he was great to do that.
Tom was real sweet to do that.
Yeah.
So want to do it Saturday then?
no, why don't we do it? Oh,
Saturday's
no,
the
no, what do you
26th,
think?
what do you
Sunday's the
think on
25th.
Friday?
Well,
Friday?
no, but see, but then we could still do the church could still do their little thing the next day, on Saturday.
Yeah, we could get it
Still
all
invite
set
the
up, you
town.
know,
Yeah.
because it takes us a while to get it set up.
Right,
To
so
get it right and
Okay,
everything.
Friday, you want him to set it up? What's the date on that?
I think
gotta-
Friday.
that
Oh,
would
my
be,
phone.
so if this is the 27th, it would be the 25th.
5th? Okay, Friday the 25th, we'll set it up. In the
Check
morning.
with Jim,
Yep.
and do you need a truck? Raj got his little, no, we don't need a
He's-
truck, because
he's got his
everything's.
stuff is
Oh, do
there,
we-
except
what do
for
we
the
have out
angel.
here?
We got to pick up he built the manger itself.
And is that covered
And that's
not-
covered and it's all wrapped up tight.
Oh, good.
So he'll pull that with his truck.
That's here?
That's here.
But his truck's not working.
His truck is working, but it's so old. The serpentine belt went.
I can get Roger's little
Timing
red
belt.
truck.
Everything's been going on that truck. It's old. It's
wants to
14 years
start.
old. But anyways, I think we can do it. I mean, it's only here in the center of town. You know what I
Right,
mean? I'm
okay.
sure you can.
We
bring
all could
that-
push.
All right.
Put that.
Check with Jim,
Yeah, no, he's all set on that because
Sounds like
he says I'm signed up for it every year. I said, yeah, you are.
Albert too, but so
Yeah.
the earlier the better, because Albert sometimes works at, no, sometimes he has to drive someone on Saturday
Drive on
afternoon.
Friday, but that's all right. We'll just
Friday afternoon he
We'll get
drives
whoever
someone.
we can.
hoodwink. Yeah, we'll
Will
hoodwink
you be
some.
available to help out with
On the
that, Jim?
25th?
Yeah, Friday
Yeah.
after,
Friday.
or are you going away for Thanksgiving or what?
No.
You're right down
I'm
the
hiding for Thanksgiving. No, yeah, I think I'd be available. Give me a time. Where?
Yes.
To meet here?
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock
or
in the
meet at
morning?
the
Yeah, 10
church?
o'clock in the morning sounds
o'clock
good.
here
Yeah,
or
10
at the
o'clock
church?
here. That way
Yeah,
we
so
can
you can
just go
help
up.
put
Yeah.
the stuff on
Help
the
Jim
truck.
throw it on the back of the truck. And then it's just carrying the figurines down from upstairs in the church. And I have to check with, this will be the only issue I can think of, is the pastor leaving that door unlocked or Mary coming out so that I can get in the church to get the figurines down.
Okay.
You know, that's what so I will call the pastor
And
myself.
last year, whoever set those figures out, they set them up perfectly.
Oh, good.
However
good.
you did it, you had them set in the right
Yeah,
way,
they-
and when you
never
saw it,
Find
it
out
was
who
really
did
nice.
that and
I think it was-
compliment
I think it
them.
was Jim.
Jim
Yeah.
and his son.
Yeah, the
Oh,
sons.
really?
Yeah, the
Oh,
son-in-laws.
was the
Yeah.
son.
Yep,
moved
I
them
try
around
to
a
get
little bit
them
and
on
stuff.
board
They
too.
were,
You
they
know
were
how it
great.
is.
Yeah.
But Friday the 25th, and then what I'll do is I'll call the pastor, and I will also see if Pastor can't unlock it, Mary can.
Yeah.
Mary will come out from Worcester. I wish she had a place out here.
She's looking.
Well,
She's
maybe they'll
lovely.
give you the key for that morning,
Right. Just to get upstairs to get
Okay,
the
so
figurines.
Bill, you
down.
going to be available on Friday to help?
If I'm around, yeah.
Yeah, where you going?
New Hampshire, Thanksgiving,
Oh, you're coming home, aren't you?
eventually.
You can only stay one night.
Get your butt home, will you?
Bring the grandchildren home. Give you.
If I'm around, I'll be around the house.
All right, write that date down then, 10
I did.
o'clock. Oh,
10 o'clock, 11:20.
I don't,
I helped
10 o'clock
one
on
year.
Friday, the
Yeah.
With
25th. That'll be really good. Then we could do.
If you talk to Mary,
maybe
tell her then if
hymns.
she wants to do the hymn and,
Yeah.
invite the town for
Yeah.
the next day.
For
sometime
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? The
Yeah, we
light
can do
fight
some-
has nothing to do with that.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Katie feels that that has to be lit before we start the light fight.
It's the season. It sets the tone for the
Yes.
season.
Sets it up.
Yeah. We need popcorn up there. We need a
Yes,
popcorn
we
machine. And you
do.
know who has the popcorn machine?
Oh.
Was those Karen. Remember Karen, who was the town clerk or no accountant? She had access to this awesome popcorn machine, and it smells so good. We
Right,
should
bring
rent
people
one.
in, that's
we
right.
should rent one and sell popcorn.
Sell popcorn up there at the major,
My
right?
son Joe has one.
Oh,
And it
I
smells
don't know.
so good.
So it's in his,
and I got
it's
all
there.
that
It's-
stuff.
yeah.
it's in his room there. I have
Now,
never.
you're gonna have movies here in the winter, right?
Oh,
No.
see,
Always on the
okay,
agenda.
so Flo really wants to do that. And she knows about the chairs. I told her everything about the
rent
negative
couches.
things. And she said,
They rent
well, people come and sit in the chairs for singing for a couple hours. They do this now, and just rent a movie that's like an hour and a half. Not rent it, sorry. Do a movie that's like an hour and a half. And she really wants to do it. She's your chairwoman, so
Well, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
You just don't think people will show?
Then you can sell the
If
popcorn.
we're going to show movies,
There's
we
royalties.
have to.
No,
for that
royalties.
public
Royalties.
royalties, yeah.
we're just doing it over the thing. We're not paying anything.
Oh, you're going to put Netflix on.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
okay.
like
If you're going to do
that.
Netflix, I mean,
Yeah.
we're not
Disney-
getting anything
Disney
and putting it on. We're
Channel
just
or
going to
whatever.
throw Netflix
Stream
on.
it, yeah,
Oh,
stream
right.
it. I think stream it.
Yeah. I'm just
Oh,
gonna get
okay.
it.
that
Just a
Paramount
Netflix.
Plus,
Okay.
What,
I'll
honey?
just get it off
Right.
my off my
Paramount
phone.
Plus?
Okay.
And
Well,
Bluetooth
Paramount
it
Plus
on
you
there.
could use. You could use almost anything. But it's wherever you want to dump your money. Netflix,
I don't-
One of
Hulu,
us, one
yeah.
of us
I
has
don't
it.
have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have Netflix at home, but
Right.
and I do have Netflix on my iPad.
See, you
you
can
go.
just
Stream
cast it right on
Yeah,
there.
stream it, yeah. That's
Use
right.
my iPad Nets.
And we can borrow the popcorn machine.
I don't know.
No Sundays.
But all right, is there anything else
Patriots
we
on.
want to discuss? Did we get everything? Did we go over everything? I think we had a very nice meeting.
I thought it was
tonight.
very good,
did.
yes.
Very,
yes.
very good. Very,
Very
Yep.
nice.
Oh, so we're adjourning at what
Wide-ranging.
time? She never has a time. It's
I
like
make a
8:05.
motion that we adjourn.
Yes, I'll second it.
Do we write
Okay.
all of
Third
these?
it.
That's right.
All in favor?
Bill's your third.
All right.
You
Did
want
we
to
make
make
a
third,
mo-
and it's all
And we
Bill.
got the
Look at my candy bar.
next meeting is what day? Do we have it?
Wednesday.
The 16th.
November
Wednesday,
16th.
at 6:30.